Tugboats and Lighthouses. They both get ships safely back from sea to the harbor, and they both directly relate to real estate. I'm gonna tell you why in part 3 on this 10-part series on how to grow your real estate agent business. Let's go. All right, so you might be thinking, what do tugboats and lighthouses have to do with real estate? Well, I am on the water here on the Intracoastal in this home we're building in Deerfield Beach, what will soon be my office, but there's a much more important reason why I'm talking about tugboats and lighthouses. By the way, if you missed parts 1 and part 2 in this 10-part series, be sure you go back, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any. All right, onto the tugboats and onto the lighthouse. They both do the same job, they just do it differently. Tugboats go out to sea, they meet a ship, and they pull it back into the harbor. Lighthouses stand in one spot. They shine light out. They're a visible sign that ships can see for miles. Coming in from all over, they come to it and use it as a guide, as a reference point to drive themselves safely into the harbor. So they both accomplish the same job. They just do it differently. And they have different limits, right? The tugboat is very, very effective. Like, it's gonna get that ship, physically attached to it and get it into the port. The limitation is that it can only do one at a time, right? One tugboat can pull one ship. I mean, maybe somehow there's a way that it can pull two in, but can't do much more than that probably. Like, one tugboat can get one ship. The lighthouse can get lots of ships to come, right? But they're not guaranteed to get back into harbor. They could go off course, have a mechanical breakdown, two of them could even hit each other, right? It's not guaranteed, but it can serve a lot more ships at the same time. So how does that relate to real estate, you might wonder? Well, tugboats are your prospecting efforts, right? Those are your efforts of going one-on-one or one to a few sellers, buyers, and getting their business. Lighthouses are your marketing efforts. You are sending a signal out somehow, some way. Lots of buyers and sellers are gonna look at it. Maybe some will respond, but many, many more can respond at the same time compared to your prospecting efforts. All right, your prospecting, those efforts require a lot of your time. They don't require a lot of your dollars. Marketing is the opposite. It requires less time per deal, but to be effective, you're gonna have to put some money behind it. You're gonna have to spend some money, right? So depending on where you are in your real estate career, it's gonna depend on which one you're gonna use. When you're starting out, usually you have more time than money, so you're gonna have to go heavy on the prospecting. And I'm gonna show you how, by the way, in the next series. And I'm gonna show you how, by the way, in the next video in this series, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, check out the playlist on this channel. When you're doing your prospecting early on, it's gonna be not as effective as after you've done it, for 10 days, 100 days, but it'll get easier and easier and easier, eventually more effective. Once that happens, you're gonna get more business and you'll have some money that you can put into marketing. All right, so most people, will never stick to just one. Most people are gonna evolve, do both, right? When you're an experienced agent, when you have a book of business, you're gonna start doing more marketing. You're gonna have more deals. You'll have money to get more leads through marketing. And guess what? Now you're gonna have more business and you might not have as much time to do prospecting. So you might have to build a system of prospecting. You might have to recruit, hire, and train people that do that. Let them leverage your reputation, your experience, your skills, your stats, your systems. That way you can have people prospecting still. So just because you're an experienced agent does not mean you shouldn't do prospecting, and vice versa. Most great agents will end up doing both. In the next video in this series, I'm gonna talk about prospecting, and then in video number 5, I'm gonna get into some of the latest and greatest marketing techniques we are using on our team that is going to do over 1,000 deals this year. So stick around for parts 4 and 5, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.